All right. Another Monday morning where we are up again and ready to fight the bookmakers, ready to fight for what is rightfully ours. They took money from us during the weekend, not a lie. This is our week to revenge. Of course, we might not be able to fully revenge, but we will be at least getting something from the bookmakers. When I say we are going to be getting something from the bookmakers, know that we are going to be winning and we are going to be recording profit. Where there is hope, there has to be a way. Where there is desire, there has to be a way. Where there is consistency, people must get results. Right? So we are not running away from the fact that it was a sad weekend, it was a boring weekend. For example, have a look at our results yesterday, Sunday. We only had one winning predictions out of the 3 predictions shared. So it was a losing bet. It was a losing day, slightly losing day. Yeah, that was the scenario yesterday. So this very Monday, as we get over to the agendas of this week, and we are trying to get ourselves ready for the Champions League matches, we are trying to get ourselves ready for the Europa matches, I want you to realize and have this locked in your head, locked in your mind, locked deep inside your body, that we are going to be winning this week. It is our week to win. Our very first bet slip today, we have 2.8 odds, and the match that we are first reviewing or predicting is Newcastle United versus Leicester City. When you go through this match, my prediction is very much simple. Leicester City to lose to Newcastle United, and that makes our prediction Newcastle United to win. Why am I believing that Newcastle United are in a position to win in this very game? Leicester is a collapsing team. Winless in their last 7 matches, no points in their last 7 matches. When we go through the head-to-head records between Newcastle United and Leicester, Newcastle United has won in 4 of the last 5 head-to-head matches. And we also take into account this is an important game for Newcastle United. They have the opportunity of salvaging their UEFA Champions League spot position, get into the top 4 when they secure a win in this game. So they have so much at stake in this match. They have so much to lose and so much to gain in this game. And so my prediction is Newcastle United to win. Our second game today is Bologna playing Napoli. Another interesting game. Title contender versus a top 4 contender. So it's a title contender versus a top 4 contender. Napoli at the moment, they are second, chasing Inter Milan, who are first. They're chasing Inter, who are first. Bologna, they are 5th, and they have tied in points with Juventus. So it's a game where both teams have much to gain, much to lose. They are walking into this match with confidence boosted. Their confidence have risen through the roof or spiked into the roof because they have both won their last matches walking into this one. And that is an indication we are expecting goals from them today. Another thing you must take into account, Bologna's last 6 game, or Bologna is in a 6 home match winning streak. 6 games home winning streak. In short, or in simple terms, without stressing so much on that, what I mean is that in the last 6 matches Bologna has played at home, they have been winning. Napoli, in their last 6 matches, they have been able to score in 5 of them. So it's an indication this very day, as we are betting on this game, goals are going to be present. So I can confidently say Bologna versus Napoli, over 1.5 goals, 1.45 odds. There is so much juice, there is so much victory, and we are expecting so much money to be made from this very selection. Our last game in our first bet slip today is Sporting versus Braga. We travel to Portugal. Sporting are unbeaten in their last 6 straight games across all competitions, winning all the matches. That is Sporting. Yeah, that is Sporting. And they have scored at least 4 goals in their last 3 home games against Braga. Braga have conceded 7 goals in 13 away league matches. So when you view Braga versus Sporting, we realize that there is so much to expect from Sporting side. We are expecting plenty goals to be scored by Sporting, and we are also hoping that Sporting will be in a position to win. But because it is Portugal, and in Portugal, there's always a possibility that the favorite is going to be winning or it's going to be drawing the game. And goals is always the best way out when you're trying to win in Portugal. So that is why we are resolving that the more realistic prediction, the more realistic angle is betting on over 2 goals at an odd of 1.29. Over 1.5 goals is also amazing. The only problem is I am greedy and I am looking for a boost in my odds. So instead of over 1.5, I have gone for over 2 goals. All right? Bringing our total odds for our first bet slip to 2.859. In our second bet slip, we have 2 matches. Leganés versus Osasuna. And our prediction for this selection is the following. We are expecting Leganés versus Osasuna to end with the Leganés scoring at least a goal. And the reason why my prediction for Leganés versus Osasuna is Leganés to score a goal is Leganés at the moment, they are desperate to escape the drop zone, that is the relegation zone, and they are level on points with Alaves. So victory in this game, or at least getting some positive out of this match, will keep their hopes of survival alive. Another factor to note, they played against Real Madrid, scored 2 goals. They played against Real Betis, scored 2 goals. And they played against another team too, scored 1 goal. These are their last 3 matches coming into this. So Leganés they are in form when it comes to at least scoring goals. So when they're playing Osasuna, who are 14th in the moment, or at the moment, and they are winless in 7 in their last 7 matches. Osasuna winless in their last 7 matches. So when Leganés is playing such a side, I expect that they are very much in a position to get goals. The only problem with Osasuna is that Osasuna are draws specialists, right? Osasuna have specialized in recording draws in most of their matches. That is the only problem, the only disadvantage. But that does not make us fear the option. Leganés over 0.5. Leganés over 1 goal is very much lucrative too, because it has an odd of 1.8 something, which is basically the same. So if you have the balls, and if you feel you want to get super greedy, you're free to ride with over 1 goal because you are still safe. Believe me, Leganés are in a position to at least get 2 goals or 3 goals out of this game. We travel to Turkey Superliga, Kasımpaşa versus Besiktas. Our prediction is over 2.5 goals. And why is this the prediction in this case? Kasımpaşa are unbeaten in their last 6 home games, winning 4, drawing 2. And Kasımpaşa have dominated and they have owned Besiktas in the last 3 head-to-head matches, winning each of them by 3 or 2 goals. So the other 3-1 victory, the other 2-1 victory, the other 3-1 victory. That is the last 3 head-to-head matches between Besiktas and Kasımpaşa. An indication that goals is highly likely. What I don't understand is why the bookies are completely writing off Kasımpaşa. I understand that at the moment, they are without their top scorer, that is Nuno da Costa, who has scored 10 goals due to suspension. But I still expect goals from both sides. That is Kasımpaşa and Besiktas side. I expect goals from both sides of the match. So my prediction is over 2.5 goals. The odd is 1.702. Then we have the second game. All right, our second bet slip is having a total of 2.365 odds. All right? Time to get into the last bet slip. In our last bet slip today, we have 2.4 odds. And the first game is from Turkey Superliga once again. Göztepe playing Gaziantep. Our prediction is over 2.5 goals. The odd is 1.842. It plays under Turkey Superliga. Right? Both sides are tied on points. Göztepe have momentum after drawing against Trabzonspor and recording a stunning, spectacular, brilliant 3-1 victory over Besiktas in the cup that they just played. At home, when we view Göztepe, they are tough to beat, and they have historically edged Gaziantep when they are playing at home. Another reason why when you go through the odds that have been given by the bookmakers today, you realize Göztepe is priced to win the game, and they're priced to win the game with an odd of 1.67 today. So Göztepe vs Gaziantep, at the moment, both sides are fragile defensively. And of course, that provides us room to believe that at least they're going to be conceding goals. Now, when it comes to who is going to score the goals, that is where we might have trouble. Because Gaziantep, they're not really impressive when it comes to scoring goals. At least for Göztepe, we can't say, yeah, you're playing at home, your home form is amazing, your home form backs you. But for Göztepe, look at their last game, for example, where they had an XG of 0.12. Expected goals was 0.12. And they lost the game without scoring any goal. It was a 1-0 defeat. So Göztepe vs Gaziantep, let me tell you this. It's a game where I am betting purely on instincts, all right? My instincts, all right? What I feel, what I believe, what my gods are driving me to believe is going to be the outcome is over 2.5. Because basing my analysis on the statistics, I will be lying. The statistics are not that much impressive. Of course, the head-to-head record is an indication that at least we are expecting 2 goals out of this game. But it's not enough. It is not convincing. Last game today is Kasimpasa versus Besiktas. You already know why I'm betting for Asian handicap +1. Kasimpasa +1, Asian handicap, the odd is 1.32. If you are to combine the last 2 matches that I've just mentioned, we get a total of 2.4 for our third bet slip. And that brings us to the end of today's prediction. If you found the video to be valuable, I know you found the video to be valuable. My videos are always valuable. Believe me when I say that. I am certain, I'm very much certain, right, that the videos are super valuable. And through the comments, I will see, and I've always seen guys, I've always seen members, serious bettors, gaining information, learning from what I share. So I want you to subscribe, turn on notifications, because the next video I will be creating is how to stake properly. It's a question I see often, it's oftenly asked. Must Bettor give us a staking plan? Must Bettor show us how to manage our bankroll? There are 3 ways that you can use today. We have the flat staking, and then we have the confidence rated staking, and then of course we have the Kelly Criterion or Kelly Criterion, whatever it is. I don't love it. It has so much mathematics at the end of the day. Doesn't sound appealing to me. All right? I will be describing all these types of staking because in the last few days, what I've been doing is focusing so much, trying them. All right? I assigned my a specific bankroll to each type of staking format. And the reason why I speak with so much confidence today and surety is because I understand what I will be sharing with you is proven to deliver results. So if you want to be among those who are going to gain maximally, those who are going to gain the positive, please subscribe, turn on notifications, invite your friends, tell them to come to Must Bettor YouTube channel because the future is promising. The future is super bright. And what you're going to be receiving between now till the end of the season will bombard your head. I pray your head doesn't go, pa. I pray it doesn't go that way because I still need you. All right? So make the money, but be realistic. Consume information with a responsibility or with a stake responsibly, yeah? So consume the information responsibly so that you don't overconsume and you get confused, right? That being said, happy Monday. The weekend was boring. Let us start the week on a fresh note. Join us inside Telegram. I believe you're going to be recording more winnings today. Bye-bye.